Hello, welcome back to U.S. Immigration Updates. Today we've got some breaking news from the Texas House of Representatives that's making waves in the U.S. immigration reform. Three crucial bills have been passed, and we're here to unpack what this means for the Lone Star State. If you are interested in learning more about this topic, stay tuned until the end of this video. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button like this video button. And don't forget to press the bell icon to receive new updates instantly and directly to your YouTube homepage. So without any further delay, now let's get into the video. Texas House passes trio of bills enhancing border security. The Texas House of Representatives has successfully passed three legislative bills with the aim of bolstering border security. These bills encompass allocating over $1 billion for additional border barriers, empowering police officers to repatriate migrants who unlawfully cross the border, and increasing penalties for those involved in human smuggling. Lawmakers engaged in extensive deliberations over these proposed changes, spanning Wednesday and Thursday morning. Notably, all three proposals faced resistance from Democratic representatives. The most contentious debate revolved around House Bill 4, which seeks to grant police officers the authority to apprehend, arrest, or repatriate migrants who unlawfully cross the border. Tensions escalated when State Representative Cody Harris, a member of the Republican Party representing Palestine, employed a procedural tactic to curtail further discussion. He proposed a motion to block the introduction of additional amendments, a rarely used maneuver aimed at expediting the conclusion of the debate. Following the successful passage of House Bill 4 by a vote of 84 to 60, the bill now advances to the Senate, where strong backing for the Republican Party's border security objectives exists. These legislative measures reflect Texas's ongoing efforts to discourage unauthorized immigration along the Texas-Mexico border, a matter of great importance to Governor Greg Abbott. The state has allocated billions of dollars in funding, with lawmakers considering an additional expenditure of $1.05 billion as part of Abbott's Operation Lone Star. In recent years, there has been a significant increase in encounters between U.S. Border Patrol officers and migrants along the southern border. Fiscal year 2021 witnessed a historic high of approximately 1.7 million encounters, a record subsequently surpassed in the following year with around 2.2 million encounters. The fiscal year 2023 saw a marginal decrease with approximately 2 million encounters. House Bill 4, introduced by State Representative David Spiller, a Republican from Jacksboro, aims to establish a new state-level criminal offense for unlawful entry into Texas from Mexico. The bill also grants state law enforcement the authority to apprehend violators and repatriate migrants to a designated port of entry, ordering them to return to Mexico. Under this legislation, first-time offenders could face misdemeanor convictions with a maximum imprisonment period of 180 days. Repeat offenders would be subject to felony charges carrying potential prison sentences of up to 2 years. This bill represents another effort by legislators to empower Texas law enforcement officials to enforce immigration laws, disregarding federal court decisions affirming exclusive federal jurisdiction over immigration matters. Spiller contends that the proposed legislation does not supersede federal law and solely upholds existing laws. Some Democratic representatives, like State Representative Victoria Neve Criado from Dallas, have expressed concerns about potential consequences of the bill. They worry about law enforcement officials mistakenly apprehending American residents living in border areas who lack immediate proof of citizenship. Spiller argues that the likelihood of such scenarios is low, citing the absence of documented cases of improper removal of U.S. citizens from the country. However, a U.S. Government Accountability Office report from July 2021 revealed instances of immigration officials apprehending potential U.S. citizens from 2015 to 2020. Critics have also raised concerns about Mexico's cooperation in accepting non-Mexican migrants returned by Texas law enforcement. Spiller suggests that Governor Abbott can address this issue through communication and negotiation with the governors of the 4 Mexican states bordering Texas. However, it's important to note that Mexico's immigration policies are determined by its federal government, not individual states. The Texas House of Representatives has also approved House Bill 6, introduced by State Representative J.C. Jetton, a Republican from Richmond, with a vote of 84-61. This bill allocates $1.5 billion to support Governor Abbott's efforts to construct additional border barriers along various sections of the 200-mile Texas-Mexico border. According to officials from the governor's office, the bill outlines the allocation of state funds to engage 5 contractors for constructing an additional 50 miles of border barriers and maintaining the planned 40 miles of barriers. This legislation is now heading to the Senate. The House has passed Senate Bill 4 with a majority vote of 90-57. Sponsored by State Representative Ryan Guillen, a Republican from Rio Grande City, this measure increases the minimum sentence for individuals involved in human smuggling from 2 to 10 years. Democrats have raised concerns about the expansive scope of the smuggling definition in the bill. They fear that it may lead to law enforcement officers targeting individuals providing transportation to acquaintances or relatives, irrespective of their immigration status, for purposes like attending religious services or seeking medical assistance. Critics also point out the discrepancy where more serious offenses, such as first-degree felonies like murder, carry lower minimum sentences. Despite these concerns, supporters argue that these measures are essential to send a clear message and deter individuals involved in the illicit act of smuggling immigrants into Texas. State Representative Joe Moody, a Democrat from El Paso, believes that the bill may not effectively deter high-level traffickers and smugglers, but rather target individuals with lesser involvement. In conclusion, these legislative actions represent Texas's ongoing efforts to strengthen border security, and they are likely to have significant implications for border security in the state. That's all we have for you in this bulletin. I hope you found this video useful. We will continue to keep a close eye on the developments, U.S. immigration-related updates, and will publish new videos when there are more updates. The U.S. Immigration Update channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. Thank you for visiting us today, and we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe channel for more U.S. immigration update videos.